Okay, these are going to be a series of BBC London reports on the Elizabeth line.
Welcome to BBC London. I'm Tolu Adeoye. Well, it's finally here, 3.5 years late, billions of pounds over budget. And
we'll start by seeing this one first. I will do this in the late part of my because they're different presenters.
Tunnelling underground through central London. More than 130,000 journeys had already been made by 10 this morning. Here's our transport correspondent, Tom Edwards.
Excuse me.
A day of mad excitement when transport itself became the main event. Many Londoners got for the first time to see the brand new rail.
To centre it a bit.
It's been great. Great meeting everybody and seeing everybody here. I'm very historic.
Tottenham Court Road. I just wonder whether London Underground will update their announcements for that.
When you first saw it, were you impressed?
Oh my god, mate, completely overwhelmed actually.
Maybe that was what the whole
They want to cross platforms, and it just, wow.
It's really nice, really nice. Very exciting. It's absolutely life-changing for us. We moved here 4 years ago for it, so been waiting for it for a long time. But now that it's here, it's going to cut my commute in half at least.
I think it's one of the best stations. It's fantastic, really good.
Paddington was evacuated first thing after passengers stirred up dust and set off a fire alarm, but it didn't last long. Over a decade ago, this is how the project started, deep in tunnels under the capital. We have followed the project. It was hit with delay after delay and went £4 billion over budget. At the moment, we're just south of Paddington on our way to Hyde Park and then Bond Street. And this is what it looks like now. It's quite
excellent.
Nearly 4 years and £4 billion over budget. What this new line will do is redraw London.
Good to see you, man.
Also, there's a Weather Watcher photo. I say Weather Watcher, but you'll see. So skip to Liz on there.
Enticing people back to the centre of our cities. What better way to do
So skip to Liz in a minute.
Air-conditioned, spacious walk-through train, cathedral-like stations. You can keep your distance.
Elizabeth Rossini, actually.
Reality from government, funding for Transport for London runs out in June.
Transport has changed in London. The commuters have changed in London.
Woolwich Arsenal's the DLR station. Stockton's Light Railway.
Exactly what their requirement is, but also recognising that there will be reforms that need to be taken.
This project isn't finished yet. There are still challenges to come. But today, the opening of a new line that will radically change the capital. Tom Edwards, BBC London.
Well, the first service set off from Abbey Wood this morning at around 6:30. There were queues early on, but was it worth the wait? Lakshmi Gopal was there to find out.
Counting down to catching the first ever Elizabeth Line train. Hundreds queued for hours for the 6:30 service from Abbey Wood. It's been years of waiting for Crossrail. What's a little longer? Many dressed for the occasion.
And you'll see Lakshmi in a minute.
A little bit of purple in my hair. All my friends were all wearing our purple t-shirts. Obviously, I've got my socks on at the ready.
I'm from South Carolina.
You didn't travel all the way from South Carolina for this, did you?
I did.
It's been 30 years in the making, so I had to come down from Manchester, especially just to be on the first train.
I've been waiting for this service since I was 4 years old. It was 2007 when the Crossrail Act was enacted, and I was 4 at the time.
Purple collar, yeah, especially for the Elizabeth line opening, yeah.
Oh, yay!
Trains as well. And,
Nice dog. Nice dog there.
Bring her on board and with me and to be the first dog on the Elizabeth line.
Is a video ever complete without a pooch? No.
You travelled thousands of miles to get here to make the 20
Alright.
journey thereabouts. Was it worth it?
Definitely was
I don't know,
It's been an amazing day. It's one of the craziest days of my life, probably.
Today was about more than just a new and better commute. It was about marking an historic moment in the city's transport timeline. that sing-song you saw there happened here at Paddington earlier. It was Purple Train, a spin on the Prince song. And that just shows you the level of jubilation among some passengers.
Off from north is Luxby Go Pal.
The See It, Say It, Sort It announcement on the new train. 600 of them queued at Abbey Wood, as you saw at the beginning of that report. And new TfL numbers show that by 10 a.m, 65,000 journeys had been made on the Paddington Abbey Wood section alone, with twice that number taking place on the whole of the Elizabeth line this morning.
Thank you very much, Luxmy. Well, we'll have lots more coverage throughout the day online, and if you have any
And there's also
line, get in touch with us on social media,
there's Elizabeth Rossini, but there's a photo on there that we're going to show you.
Decent spells of sunshine.
And it is
showers as illustrated by our weather watchers here in Hornchurch, in Paddington, and
the new Elizabeth line there.
Now there's quite a noticeable westerly wind that will blow.
And correct.
That's it from me. Alice Bandukravi will be live at Farringdon Station.
It was live at Farringdon Station with the special programme Place of Visit Teeth. It was. I also do have a late programme. I don't know who is on that, but we shall find out momentarily. I believe Alice Bandukravi may have been the one. We shall have a little look. Here we go. Yes, it was Alice Bandukravi again. Back to do what was the late news.
Good evening and welcome to BBC London. I'm Alice Bandukravi. It's finally here. 3.5 years late, billions of pounds over budget. The Elizabeth line has now opened. The route runs from Reading in the west into central London with a spur off to Heathrow, and the line goes out to Shenfield in Essex and Abbey Wood in the east. So, after years of construction and delays, the first passengers boarded the train today, as our transport correspondent Tom Edwards reports.
Not a rock star, the opening of a railway. A day of mad excitement when transport itself became the main event.
This train will be going at Tomahawk Road.
Many Londoners got for the first time to see a brand new railway.
It's been great. Great meeting everybody and seeing everybody here. I'm very historic.
It's very important, isn't it? For the Queen, that's what I think.
It's going to cut off probably about 40 minutes out of my journey.
When you first saw it, were you impressed?
Oh my god, they're completely overwhelmed actually. Just, we pulled into on the station and they want to cross platforms, and it just, wow.
It's really nice, really nice. Very exciting. It's absolutely life-changing for us. We moved here 4 years ago for it, so been waiting for it for a long time. But now that it's here, it's going to cut my commute in half at least.
I think it's one of the best stations. It's fantastic. Really good.
Paddington was evacuated first thing after passengers stirred up dust and set off a fire alarm, but it didn't last long. Over a decade ago, this is how the project started, deep in tunnels under the capital. We have followed the project. It was hit with delay after delay and went £4 billion over budget.
At the moment, we're just south of Paddington on our way to Hyde Park and then Bond Street.
And this is what it looks like now. It's quite the transformation. Nearly 4 years and £4 billion over budget. What this new line will do is redraw London.
Good to see you, man.
The mayor was on the line early. He says the line is part of the capital's recovery.
One of the things we've got to do is entice people from working from home to working
The mayor of London. London.
Air-conditioned, spacious walk-through train. Keep it like stations. You can keep your distance.
But a dose of reality from government. Funding for
Excuse
transport
me.
for London runs out in June.
Transport has changed in London. The commuters have changed in London.
Interesting, it's got these platform edge doors, which the Jubilee line has as well. The platform edge doors stretch from, on the Jubilee line, stretch from, go from Westminster to...
The mother of a 15-year-old girl who was strip-searched by Metropolitan Police officers has told the BBC that her daughter was so traumatised after the event that she tried...
As here's the scene of a watcher photo again, sorry. Stretches from
much at all, and there will be a lot more in the way of cloud, but it's clear skies over tonight. A bright start for eastern areas
can't
tomorrow
remember.
morning with cloud building further
Westminster
west,
to
and then that cloud is expected to increase throughout the course of the day. There's a weather front coming through that will give us the patchy rain.
North Greenwich.
Greenwich,
that's the one.
Brighten up by the time we get to the end of the.
There we are. Finally, you got it in the end. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.